Retro Cup coming off a 19-6 5-set matchup from 2 days ago. We start off with a lead of a third into a jump pluff. I'm still trying to figure out the most optimal way to play this jump pluff lead, and I think the double swift is probably the best. A charge move inbound, likely going to be an acrobatics, going to take off a nice chunk of health. Can I get to two more swift, though? That's the ultimate question. There's no way he got to two acrobatics, so I'm going to eat the aerial ace, and perfectly, I am able to get off one more swift. Nice. Now I can come in and sidewave this down with my Grumpig. He's going to have another aerial ace, won't have enough for acrobatics. Very good. And now I can work it all the way down, and now I take a nice lead there. Okay. Into a Feraligatr here. I'm going to go with a dynamic punch. It is blocked. Can I get to a second? Yes, I can. So now I have a huge shield advantage. Let's see if he uses a second. He does. He has no shields left. I have Kommo-O, the ultimate finisher so far for this Retro Cup. As I've been dominating, I'm up about, what did I increased about 75 ELO. Working my way towards Legend, as you all know. Okay, I'm going to hit with the Dragon Claw, enough to take him out there. And now I can go into this Credilli with a Brick Break. This is the ideal matchup because the other two don't really do too much against Credilli, and all it does is lower my attack stat. So Credilli comes in, he's going to lower my attack stat there with the Rock Tomb. Now, on just an unbelievable way to reach into this Brick Break. One more time, and it takes him out. No need to catch. I'm able to outpace for a win. So again, this team has been so good. I don't really want to switch up because of that. And so now I have a third on third. Also another lead that I'm trying to figure out what works best. I think the double swift does, but I'm pretty sure he gets to two before I do. So let's see. Okay, now I'm going to eat the swift. The only, I guess, argument would be Trailblaze into a swift. You're going to be able to have more sucker punch damage. But he's going to swift. He's going to take me out. I'm going to get to the second. In comes Bacargo. I switch into my Kommo-O, knowing that I have the ability to fighting moves here. Brick Break, nice chunk. It's also going to drop his defense stat. Nothing he has is going to hammer me too bad, but it will lower my attack. But I am able to wipe him out. Now I do have enough for energy, and I get a quit. Nice. I'll take those anytime they come on this journey. Okay, nice lead matchup here with the Skeledirge. He's going to swap out quickly into an Altaria. I do have a charge move loaded. I swap into my Kommo-O, knowing that, yes, I will have to shield because I am very weak to flying attacks. But I can get to this Dragon Claw quicker. Let's see if he wants to just give it up. He blocks, and let's see if I can get him down before. Oh, what a wasted block. He wasted his block and wasn't able to get off a charge. Now comes Venusaur side, the decision, Dragon Claw or Brick Break. I go Brick Break because it will lower the defense for my Grumpig here. I have the shield advantage. I have the health advantage. I really want to see that Furret matched up against the Skeledirge here. Okay, here comes his Venusaur with a Frenzy Plant that's going to take off a nice chunk. Quick swap into my Furret here. I am going to go with a Trailblaze. I know it doesn't do any damage, but it will increase the damage of these Sucker Punches and this Swift. So we're going to easily just chip away here. Very nice. Okay, can I Sucker Punch him all the way down? I can. So if I didn't use Trailblaze, I don't know if I would have been able to Sucker Punch him down. Now into the Swift. I'm not sure. Does he have any shield left or not? He does not, and that's going to be another win. So this team is so well-rounded. Another good lead here for it into a Dusclops. He's going to swap out quickly. Primeape comes in. Here comes my Grumpig. I can eat one Rage Fist, and then I'll shield the next, and hopefully I can Psywave him all the way down from this point. I think I can. So if that's the case, I'm going to have two full charge moves. And yes, I'm down one shield, but that's no problem. I have two charge moves, very powerful charge moves in that with this Grumpig. Let's see what he wants to do. He brings in an Oranguru, which is not ideal. I do opt to go with a Shadow Ball here into my next Dynamic Punch. Oranguru, powerful, but pretty slow. And Furret chews him up with those Sucker Punches. So now I get into another Swift. Beautiful. And I am going to use my last shield, I believe. Oh, I opt not to. Trailblaze. Okay, and let's see if can I get him down. But the sucker punch is almost there. Okay, I'm going to work it. I go Trailblaze here again. You might be saying, is this guy nuts? Swift does nothing, and I want those sucker punches to be stronger. So I am going to use the shield here, actually. There's the ice punch, and now I am going to work him down, try and get off two Swifts while also getting that sucker punch damage to add up here. So that's it. He's going to wipe me here. What do I have the opportunity to go into? I have my Kommo-O. Let's see. Ice Punch is going to hurt. I catch perfectly onto my Grumpig. Grumpig is going to take the beating here, but my Kommo-O is strong. Can I farm him all the way down? Yes, I can. Full charge move for Zarangaroo. See you later. That's a win. Into the last one here, we have a furry lead into a Toxapex, okay? So I'm going to farm for as much as possible here. Get the Trailblaze off. I didn't overfarm because Trailblaze is going to increase my attack stat, and I want these sucker punches to add up. So I'm able to get to 2 charge moves here prior to him getting to 1. So there's a Swift. He's going to have a lot of energy here, though. That's the only caveat to all of this, obviously. And now I'm going to try and do my best to work him all the way down with the sucker punch. Not quite there. I don't really have, other than Psywave Grumpig, I don't have too many answers. So now Blastoise comes in. I have 2 Swift charged up. I'm going to get off the first, which is blocked. The second, this is a Shadow Blastoise, a little bit more glassy than the non-Shadow version. That takes out a nice chunk, and the Sucker Punches almost takes him out completely. Okay, Kommo comes in. So here I roll the dice a little bit. Is it going to be an Ice Beam? And it is not. It's a Skull Bash, which does a lot of damage anyways, but that's okay. The full sacrifice there with knowing I have a Grumpig in the back. He now comes in with the Diggersby. Can I get off? Oh, and he takes me out before I get to the charge, but I do have Grumpig into his Diggersby. Will the Grumpig beat a Diggersby one-on-one? Dynamic Punch would suggest yes. So let's see. Ultimately, first move goes through. He lets it receive the shield, so I'm going to mirror that. I let his Scorching Sands go. My attack stat does fall. Now I have a decision to make. I'm going to block this Fire Punch, knowing that he probably still isn't in double Fire Punch down range. So now I go with my Dynamic Punch, which gets blocked. Can I get to a third? Let's see if the Fire Punch does it. It does not. It leaves a sliver. Dynamic Punch for the win for Grumpig and a 5-0 set to push me to my highest ELO ever. Now, I only started really trying at this, like, competitively this season about midway through, like 2 weeks ago. But this is awesome. I'm pushing 2,400. I started this journey at 1,900. This has been awesome. The team selection is important, but the gameplay is better, and I've been watching a lot of YouTubers to improve. So hope you like this. We're pushing 2,400. I hope you're enjoying my grind for Legend, and I appreciate you watching. If you would, please press that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of this journey.